Hola!
Hola!
That didn't work very well. You are watching NME, and we're live at Mad Cool Festival in Madrid. Sum up Mad Cool Festival in 5 words.
Mad Cool Festival in Madrid. I think that was 5.
Oh, no.
That was 5, but it was
I'm going to say AstroTurf.
AstroTurf? That's
No, I
definitely
said that one.
Rockin'. There's been a lot of heavy rock.
There has been a lot of heavy rock.
Alice in Chains, all sorts of...
I like Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Cerveza. Por favor.
And tonight, Gothicness.
Yeah, there's a lot of gothic rock tonight.
So there's Depeche Mode.
I've got my leather waistcoat ready for that.
Good, with no shirt underneath.
No shirt underneath.
Do you know how to do the spin dance that he does? Have you seen this?
No, I have not seen this.
Right,
I'd like to demonstrate.
He just sort of pirouettes with a leather waistcoat on. It's very nice to look at.
He doesn't use a stool.
No.
No.
Queen's of the Stone Age also. 9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails.
So it's heavy on the rock tip tonight.
Although, also, Dua Lipa's tonight. So there's a little bit of pop magic in there too.
There is some pop magic, yes. And we've been here for 3 days now, and we've seen some excellent stuff. Arctic Monkeys last night.
Absolute highlight for me, I would say.
It was the highlight for me. I think that Arctic Monkeys are at the absolute top of the game at the moment. And
well, I wrote on NME.com earlier. I would think a lot of people, when they heard this album, they thought there's not a lot of big tunes on there. There's not a lot of big singles. How's this going to fit into the set? And we saw last night, it just does.
I think the new bits are some of the best bits of the set as well.
It's amazing, and that's the mark of a great headliner. We talked to Serge from Kasabian here the other day. He was saying that to be a big headline band, you got to keep putting out albums with big new tunes on it. If you get to the point when you're relying on your old stuff, that's when you start slipping down the lineup. And Arctic Monkeys is a long way from that at the moment.
And like, we were talking. It's a weirdly sexual show these days, isn't it?
Very sexual. He's a very seductive man.
Very seductive.
There was a lot of sensual dancing going on in the crowd that I noticed.
His look is kind of part sort of serial killer. He looks like someone who's got jars with body parts in the basement.
The glasses, I think, give that
the
impression.
Glasses, isn't it? Yeah.
Although not many serial killers wear red trousers. I think that would give the game away, wouldn't it?
Is that based on any facts?
Well, I think you want to kind of keep it a little. You don't want to be that easy to spot in a crowd if you're a serial killer.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I'd imagine.
But on the subject of Arctic Monkeys,
I spent some time yesterday out in the crowd talking to some people who wanted to do impressions of Alex Turner. So
they didn't want to.
I forced them to.
You made them to.
So this was based on an incredibly successful viral video that we made at Open a Festival in Poland. People loved it. And so that's how it works. We just got to make some more.
Just recycling the idea. Recycle the idea.
Because recycling is how we're going to save the planet. So let's have a look at some people doing impressions of Alex Turner. Mad cool in your ears, make you feel all right. So here's the situation. Last week at Open a Festival in Poland, we did a video of people doing an impression of Alex Turner. And the thing is, you loved it. Loads of people watched that video. And so we have to do another one, because that's how the content works. We're just slaves to content on the internet. So today, we're at Mad Cool Festival in Madrid, and we're going to ask people to do impressions of Alex Turner.
Get on your dancing shoes, you dirty little swine. Now then, Marty Boom, I see your frown, it's like looking down the barrel of a gun and it goes off. And out come all these words. Oh, there's a very pleasant side to you, a side I much prefer. It's one that laughs and jokes around. Remember cuddles in the kitchen, yeah, to get things off the ground. And it was up and away. But it's right hard to remember that on a day like today when you're argumentative and you've got the face on.
That the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can say tomorrow day.
I'm going back to 505.
She's thunderstone, lying on the floor, open against the wall. She's thunderstone. Dun 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 dun.
That rock and roll, eh? It'll never die.
Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. I bet that you look good on the dance floor. Don't know if you're looking for a romance or don't know what you're looking for. Like I'm going 5 to 5, 5. Na 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 na.
Thank you, thank you.
We've been Arctic Monkeys.
Hilarious. Wasn't that good?
Content.
Top content.
Content.
There.
Content. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now you do a little impression of Alex Turner, don't you?
I think they've just seen it.
Right. Yeah.
So we don't want to see that again.
Okay. Right. Are you sure?
Are you?
Can you do the rest? Can you do the rest of this in the manner of Alex Turner?
No.
No. Okay. So we have spoken to a lot of people while we've been here, haven't we? No, not just us. Other people.
Yeah. Other people too.
Other people too.
Famous people in bands.
Right. Yeah. I meant other people on our team.
Oh right.
One of them was young Hannah, who yesterday met the people in the band Sofi Tukker. Do you know what they're called?
Sofi and Tukker.
They're called Sofi and Tukker.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have their own sort of breakfast TV show or something like.
Or maybe they could be hard-bitten 80s cops.
Yeah. One of them would
Sofi
be
and Tukker
one of them would be like an Alsatian.
Yeah.
In that sense. Anyway, they were telling us about a new song that they've written.
Much like Alex Turner, it's sexy.
Sexual. There's a lot of big dick energy going on this show, isn't there?
A little too much for my liking. Let's have a look at Sofi and Tukker. From Sofi Tukker.
I know it's quite early days. Is there plans for a second album at all? Or you just...
I don't know if it'll be an album. We have tons of music like done and ready to go, and we play some new songs in our set now already, and don't know if it'll be an album or singles or EP or what.
Yeah, but we're definitely not going to stop putting out music. We have so much music that we've been making, so we're just excited to share it as soon as we can, really.
There's a couple other new songs that'll come out in the next 2 months. I'll give you an exclusive right now. Exclusive. We have a song with Zoo coming out in the next couple months.
Amazing.
That's a brand new collaboration we did recently when we were in LA, and it's a really fun, really cool song. It's like a sexy song. It's pretty gross, actually. Sophie really went in.
I really went in, and then I wrote
She had a lot of sex the week she wrote this song. That's my guess. That's my knowledge.
But then I wrote the lyrics for Tucker, and now Tucker's saying the most dirty stuff.
No, you say way dirtier stuff than I do.
Okay, but I still served you some to take some.
Yeah, I kind of play a counterpart to her part in the song, and it's kind of weird because we're kind of dirty talking to each other, but we don't even hug. You know what I mean?
Well, what a motherfucker that was, Sofi and Tukker. Now, that's a little rhyme. We never said what we're called.
No.
I'm Dan Stubbs. He's Kevin E.G. Perry. The E.G. stands for Ebenezer Good.
He's a good.
He's a good.
Ebenezer Good.
Yeah. And this is the last night of the festival. What are you particularly looking forward to seeing?
I'm confused it's the last night of the festival because it's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday, yeah. It started on a Thursday.
They don't festival on a Sunday in Spain.
Well, and also the festival
Catholics.
different. What have you noticed about the way that our cousins across the channel, down a bit, right a bit, left a bit, left a bit, middle, not don't hit the water.
I'm going to steer into some controversy here, but they Alex from Franz Ferdinand pointed out one difference here at the festival, that they don't let the hardcore fans. If you want to get down to the barrier, there's then a VIP section in front of you, and I think he drew attention at the start of his set to the fact that there was a big gap then. If no one's in the VIP section, the fans are stuck way back. And, for my money, the real VIPs are the people who want to get down the front and watch. And they're not able to do that here. So they're, possibly something to look at for next year about whether that system really works.
Up the revolution, Kev.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said he despises that area, which I thought was quite.
But he loves the people.
He loves the people.
He loves the people.
He loves the people.
So, yeah.
And the people over here love him. I would say probably slightly more than they love him in England now.
Yeah.
And the rest of the wonderful UK, which also incorporates Northern Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. So they played last night. They had to entertain a crowd who had not had a massive amount of Massive Attack, had they? Because they did turn up. And then didn't play. They didn't play.
They had the opposite problem. They thought there was too much Franz Ferdinand.
It was too much Franz. Yeah.
Too much Franz Ferdinand in their ears.
So they didn't play because
not to play.
It was Sound Bleed, they said. But I don't know.
Sound Bleed, one of my favourite 80s rock bands.
I used to play Sound Bleed down at the arcades. But yeah, down at the pier. But the other thing they do here is it starts late.
Yeah.
And it goes on.
It goes on,
Oh
mate.
my God, really? If I take these shades off, look.
Please don't. Oh, that's not pleasant.
That's what's happened, all right?
Yeah. Not pleasant.
But anyway, we had a third thing that we were going to look at. It has escaped me. I know what it is. You met Alice from Wolf Alice earlier on, didn't you?
She's not called Alice. She's called Ellie.
Ellie.
And
Ellie.
it was actually, well, it was at a sad and perhaps pointless time in the history of English football when we were engaged in a third and fourth play playoff against Belgium.
I didn't even know that was going to happen.
Yeah, which is sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've gone through all that emotion and then they have been forced to stick around to play for a bronze medal, which we didn't even get in the end.
Yeah.
So
I think that losers are losers, Kev.
Well, I certainly don't think our Braves boys are losers because they did jolly well, but unfortunately they didn't win today. But Ellie did have some thoughts about what that means and about the side of summer and football generally. So let's take a look at what she said. I'm sorry to break this bad news to you, but I will tell you that England are currently 1-0 down in the world's most pointless football game, the third and fourth place playoff.
Oh, that's insult to injury, isn't it? Really?
Insult to injury, it is.
How would you? Where did you watch the semi-final? I assume. Where were you for that?
We were in Lisbon. We were in our hotel at a big screen. It was, to be honest, like it was so fun. I don't really care about the outcome in the end.
Yeah.
It was such a fun ride, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're saying like football. I like football and stuff, not as much as like Theo and things, but I got very involved in.
I think that's the true of a lot of people in England
Yeah,
this
it
summer.
felt amazing. I love it. I love how unified everyone was. It's great.
What I really want to happen, Kev, now is for the Lightning Seas or anyone to release like a sort of sad version of It's Coming Up.
In a minor key.
Yeah.
A minor key.
It's coming home. Like in the style of maybe the Royal Family theme tune.
Yeah,
But
yeah, very
like a
much
sad
so. Well,
three
speaking
lines.
of Oasis songs, there was Don't Look Back in Anger became a bit of an anthem, as it often does at times of emotional and national crisis.
It's your go-to tune now, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
the national anthem of sadness.
I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll be hearing a lot more of that in the months to come as the country collapses, the government falls apart, and Brexit is a disaster. So on that cheerful note,
That was a cheery note, wasn't it? Festivals are fun though, aren't they, Kev?
it's nice to escape from all that nonsense for a little while. Come to sunny Madrid in lovely Europe, where everyone's lovely, and we probably shouldn't have pissed them off by leaving. Oh well, c'est la vie. It's French, not Spanish.
And that's about it from us here at Mad Cool Festival. We'll be returning from our holiday next week, back to the office, back to the grindstone, back to the NME dungeon.
Another day at the grind.
Where this tan will fade like so many dreams. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for following our content from here. Content!
Bye!
And bye!